Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door, and I wanted to show you how to make these little pocket booklets, I guess you can call them, for your journals using book pages and using up your book pages and your napkins. So here's this one. It's a little one, and I don't have it stuffed yet, and my stickles is wet around the edge, so I can't really do a whole lot, but there's fabric in behind here, so you get to use your fabric scraps and your book page scraps and your napkin scraps. Okay, so that's the front of it. Let me see if I can hold it this way. That's the back of it. These are dry, so we can touch those. There's fabric behind here, and you have your napkin here. It's very simple decoration, and then it opens up into a booklet for you to be able to journal on the inside. So you can actually tuck this over the edge of a page. Let's see. Show you. I'm trying not to mess up my stickles while I'm letting them dry. So you can tuck it over the edge of a page like this, and that way you can have a pocket on either side of the page, or you can tuck it into a pocket. Or if you didn't want to decorate the back, you could just tuck it like, you know, glue it like this and make it a double pocket, and then it would still open up. So lots of different things that you can do with these, and it's fun to use up your book pages. This one's a little bit bigger. I'll show you it real quick. I'm going to sit this one over here to dry so that I don't smush the stickles on it. Okay, and this one's wet too. It's got the little stickles here, but you have, we did some stenciling. I actually added some paper, some scrapbooking paper on the base of just the front of this one, because it had a picture on it that I didn't like, and it wouldn't have looked good with the napkin, so I just put the scrapbooking paper over it. Did some stenciling, got the stickles, and then the napkin. I've tucked some goodies in the pocket, and then there's fabric in the back. And if y'all want me to, this was made from a book page too, so I can show y'all how to make those in another video. So we have those in there. Cute little doggy playing card, vintage playing card. And then on the back side, I'm going to try and hold this where I don't smush my stickles. It's the book page. Then you have the napkin and a little bit of stenciling here. I've got goodies tucked into that pocket as well. And there's also fabric in behind that pocket. And then if we open it up, I've put lined pages in the inside so that you can journal, and add a little washi, a little stamp down there at the bottom, just to kind of give it a little more decoration. So you can decorate, so you can journal in here, or you can put a picture in here, however you want to use it. But just cute little easy pockets. It's a good way to use up your book pages. So I'm going to show you how to make these. I'm going to sit this one to the side so it can dry too, and I don't mush it. Okay, so I have this book page. Now you can use any size book page you want, but I had these, and they're the shiny ones. I don't care if they're shiny. You know, a lot of people like the matte ones, and you can use these. I'll show you how to fold both of them. Okay, so basically you want to turn the page towards you. You're going to fold it up, and then you're going to fold these two down. Now you kind of want these even, but they don't have to be perfect. It's not going to matter if they're perfect or not, because you're not going to see these. Okay, so once you fold it like this, you're just going to unfold the bottom, flip it over, and fold it back over on itself in that same crease. Okay, and so then you're going to take it and fold it in the middle, and you have your little booklet. Okay, so and I'll show you after we decorate it how to, you know, glue the pockets down. So I'll show you with a smaller one. So you're going to just have whatever, you know, side you want on the back side. Fold it up like this. And then you're going to fold this down. And you're just going to kind of make a V. And then fold both of those. And then you're going to unfold it, flip it upside down again, and fold that back over. And then you'll just fold it again in the center and you have your little booklet pocket. See? So you have a pocket on both sides, and then it opens up to the inside. So you can make these as big or as little as you want them to be. Sorry about that. The mailman came, and Gracie heard him, and she likes to bite their shoes. She don't actually bite them. She just bites their shoes. So I had to get her. Oh, hateful thing. She can't see good, so she gets scared, and that's her way of protecting. So anyway, that's how you fold them. So we're going to decorate this one and let you see how it looks. So basically, the first thing I want to do is I want to put my fabric back here in the back pocket. So before I do any kind of gluing, just to make life easy for me, we're going to glue the fabric in first. And I just kind of do it the simple way. I'm going to unfold this, and I'm just going to put my glue stick all over this. You want to make sure you get to the edges good, you know, so your fabric doesn't come loose. But I kind of do the middle first. Now you can use fabric glue for this if you want to, but I find that the glue stick works just as good. So whatever is your personal choice is what you can use. I will tell y'all that I have affiliate links in the description box below for all the supplies that I use. So if y'all want to go and check those out, you can click on those links. I get a little bit, a teeny tiny bit of, you know, money off of those. It's not a whole lot, but it does help. So if you see something that I'm using that you like, go check out those affiliate links and you can grab some goodies for yourself. Okay, so I have this scrap of fabric, and I am just going to lay it right on top of the glue and get it lined up, and then I'm just going to press it on down just like that. And then I'm going to take my little card here and just burnish it down real good so we get a real good hold. And then I'm going to take these little strings that are coming off, and I'm going to pull those off just so they're not a hindrance. Okay. Now I need a wipe because everything is stuck to me. I think I need a new wipe. That one's kind of dry. I have to use wipes a lot when I'm doing these. Okay, so now that we have that on there, hang on, let me get my hands dry now because they're wet from the wipe. Alright, so then I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to turn this over. It's stuck to my wax paper. Okay, and I'm just going to trim off the excess over here. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Now, I don't mind this little edge over here. I don't mind that sticking out. I think it just adds character, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, so now we have our fabric in there, and we can fold our pocket back up. Okay, and look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? I might should have turned that the other way, but anyway, that's okay. All right, so now I want to ink the edges before I go any further, because it just is easier to ink it while it's not glued together. Okay, so this one that I'm using is called Picked Raspberry. Okay, and so we're just going to go around the edges all the way around. And you can even ink, you know, the edges of the fabric if you want to, and I think we will on this one. I think we'll go ahead and ink around it since it's kind of a cream colored background. We'll go ahead and put some ink on the edges of that, just to give it a little contrast. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and fold it in half. Now it does, if you put paper behind here, you can put, you know, I mean, if you put fabric behind here, you can put paper, you can put wallpaper, whatever paper you want, or, you know, or fabric. But if you put the fabric, it's just a little bit thicker, you know, so you're going to add a little more bulk. It's not too bad, but it is a little bit more than if it were just paper. So just be mindful of that. All right, so now we have the whole outside done, and we're going to go and ink. I'm just going to fold this backwards. I'm going to go down the center right here real quick, just real sloppy, and then we'll go around the edges of the inside just for definition. Looks like I got some stickles smeared on there, but that's okay. It's not going to matter. So we're going to go around the edge here and here. Okay. Alright, so now that's our inside. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put what I'm going to put on the inside, because this keeps sticking together because I got some glue right there. So we're going to take some lined paper, and I have this green colored lined paper. This was just like a field guide. It's a military field guide, but I love the green paper. So I'm going to use this on both sides of the inside to put some lined paper down so that you have some writing space. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and line this up like that, and then we're going to tear it. Actually, I'm going to stack these two together and we'll tear them together. And that way we'll know that they are the same size. Okay. So just tear those off. And then we're going to bring this back over. Lay our pocket here. And we're just going to glue this paper down in the inside. Now you don't have to do this part. You can leave the inside. You can decorate the inside however you want to do it. It's your booklet and you can do what you want to with it. But this is just how I like to do it. Okay. Just get that down real good. Then we're going to scoot him over. Glue the inside on this one. And again, you don't have to use a glue stick. You can use whatever kind of glue you prefer. And then I'm gonna try and line them up somewhat. They don't have to be perfect, but I like them to be a bit lined up. Okay. There we go. So now we have our paper on the inside, and I just want to put a little bit of a decoration on the inside of this one, just for, you know, aesthetics. So let's grab some washi and see what we have. Okay, I have this floral washi. I don't know if that's showing up okay or not. So let's just put a little bit across here on the top. Okay, and then we'll put a little bit at the bottom down here. Okay, and then let's get a different color washi just to add a little something else. I got some pink, so we just put a little shorter of a strip of the pink in here. Okay, and then I don't care if it's not straight, because I kind of like the look of it not being straight. So we're just going to rip it like that. Okay, so now that's just added a little bit of something, and you still have plenty of room to journal in there, but you also have something that makes it a little pretty. And then let's go ahead and do one of these stamps. I got these stamps from my sweet friend Candy. She knew I wanted them, and so let's use the gratitude one. So she was kind enough to order them for me and send them my way, and I'm going to use this scrap piece of paper, and I think I want to stamp it in blue, maybe a dark blue. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so let's see. I think this is the girl, and I always do a practice stamp on these because I don't see well. Excuse me, that one just snuck up on me. I can't see well, and so I never can tell if I've got it upside down or right side up. So I'll just do like a little practice stamp. Okay, so now I know I have it going in the right direction, so we don't stamp it willy-nilly. And so let's ink it up again. And then I think I want to put this one up here in this corner. So we're just going to stamp him down like that. And there we go. So there you have the little gratitude definition. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp this off on this Edith Holden index book page. Okay. So now our inside is finished. I like the way it looks. It's simple. It's not too much. And it's just enough to give you plenty of room to write and journal and maybe even put a picture if you wanted to. Okay. So I'm going to fold this back up. And I have a bone folder somewhere, but I guess it's not in here right now. So I'm just going to use my scissors to kind of burnish the edges of this so that it lays a little flatter. And then we're going to decorate the front of it. Okay, so now what do we want to use? I think I want to use this napkin, and I like this big flower here. Yeah, I think we can get that to fit on there. So hang on, I'm going to tear this out so y'all don't have to watch. Okay, so I have my napkins torn out, but before I put my napkins down, I want to do a little bit of stenciling on here. So I'm just going to go this way with my stencil, and I think, call me crazy, but I'm going to go a little crazy and use yellow because flowers have yellow in them, right? So I'm not going to do this all over. I'm just going to kind of do it in random spots. But I just wanted to add a little extra something. See, it's very light, not a lot to it, but once you get the, we'll go ahead and do this side as well while we're at it. But once you get the napkin on there, you'll see the difference. It'll add a little something to it. Okay. So we've got that. Okay, so this one is called Fossilized Amber. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put our napkin on here. So again, we're just taking our glue stick. And we're going to go glue. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it until I figure out, I think that's going to be good placement. Right there. Like that. And we're just going to rub it in. And then I'm going to take my little card and make sure that I get my edges down really well so that it doesn't come up. Whoops. And then we'll just trim off the edges. Of that napkin. Sometimes if it gets like that, you can just kind of rub on it and it comes off. Okay, so now we've got our napkin on there, and how pretty is that? Simple and easy, and it's all decorated. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Ooh, we're stuck together. Let's not stick together. And we're going to put some glue on here because I'm going to use this napkin on here. Let me tear this edge off. Okay, got that off. And then we're just going to put our glue down. We might be running out of glue. Okay. Get our placement right. And then just rub it down. And we're going to take our card. When you take your card and rub on this napkin, don't rub it real hard because you'll rub the napkin away. I'm just kind of sliding it across because it's easier to do that than it is to get my fingers all sticky, because my fingers don't slide across it as well when they're sticky like that. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and glue the pockets together. So the best way I have found to glue the pockets is don't fold it up and try to glue like that, because you'll have a problem. But if you open it up and open it back out this way, oops, we've glued ourselves shut down here from adding that extra glue, but that's okay, because it's not going to matter too bad. Okay, so I'm just going to I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because we have the fabric down on the back. So I'm just going to glue right here. A little bit of glue there. And a little bit of glue here. And then we're just going to fold him back up. Oops. We are sticky. There we go. And then we're just going to wipe off the excess on both sides and let it sit for a minute. Where are we on our time? We're at 22 minutes. We gotta hurry. Goodness. Okay. So that should glue our pockets together. Take just a minute to let that dry good. There we go. Move my coffee out of the way. Alright, now, to me this needs a little something extra. So we're going to put something extra on here because, well, I want to. So let's see, what do we have? I have these cute little flowers. Nope. I know what I want. I want stickles. Alright, so we have, okay, this is not stickles. This is liquid pearls, and it's by Ranger. Okay, so we're just gonna, ooh, you know what I want to do before I do the stickles? Let's do some faux stitching. So I'm just going to take my pen and go around and make it look like it's stitched. Okay, go this way. Go across the top edge up here. My glue's still wet. My pen don't want to write in it. Okay, and we're going to do that on this side as well. You can make your stitches as big or as little, as neat or as sloppy as you want them. And it's just a little something extra, you know, to add added interest, I guess you could call it. Okay, so there's our faux stitching. Looks cute. And then we'll add our stickles. Not stickles, our liquid pearls. So this one's called Silver Pearl. And we're just going to add some little bits here and there. I'm not going to add it all the way around, but I'm just going to put it in little spots, maybe at the corners. I'm trying to remember to use my supplies. You know, we buy all these things and then we have so much stuff and it sits in a corner and we forget to use it because we've got so much stuff. I'm going to go all the way up on this one. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, I think I do want to go all the way around on this one. So we're just going to do some messy little dollops. All the way across. And then we'll go all the way across the top. I didn't do real good on that one, did I? And even though you're in the faux stitching, it doesn't really matter because the little stickles just kind of adds something extra. And see, that's just enough to not overwhelm it, but just to kind of bring it out a little more, make it pretty. So there you have it. And then once it dries, you can stuff your pockets with whatever kind of goodies you want to stuff in there, like I did with this one. And my stickles are still wet on this one, but you can kind of get the gist. So you got goodies in that pocket, goodies in that pocket, and then room for journaling on the inside. So there you have it. That's how you make the folding pocket. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you will. It does help. Don't forget my affiliate links below as well, if there's any of the products that you see that you'd like to have. And I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.